All right, so back to Ed, Ed, and Eddy.
Yeah.
So
uh,
this show, I understand it's about. I mean, I understand. I've seen it a couple times.
yeah.
It's a show about like three kids in their like early teens, like young teens, I guess, and
Yeah, I
it's
think they're
just
like probably between somewhere between the age of like 10 and 13.
yeah, that's what I would say. Like
Yeah.
some adolescent young boys who are coming of age.
Yeah.
They're it's just them in the wacky neighborhood they live in, and it's
Mhm.
and like the weird adventures that they get into. So to get into the characters, actually, I don't know which one is which. All right,
I
so
can.
yeah, you break it down because you've
All
watched
right,
the
so
show more than I have.
Yeah, Single D Ed is the tall, like doofus one who's like really stupid, but like and like incredibly strong, but like at the same time, he's like,
This is the buttered toast guy.
yeah.
Okay,
So he's like the muscle of the group, so to speak, but he's like dumb as a rock, but like you know like a lovable character, kind of gentle giant, but like also the muscle for them. Then you have Double D, who's like the super smart, like, but also like super like freakishly OCD, like neat freak, and like kind of wimpy, like is not good at physical activity. And then you have Eddy, who is like the self-proclaimed leader of the Eds. And he's constantly trying to come up with scams to scam the other kids out of their quarters so that they could buy jawbreakers at Ed and
okay.
Eddy. So he's the one that's constantly coming up with like the new scam of the day to try to, and basically it's what every episode is them trying to like scam the other kids in different ways out of quarters so that they can go buy jawbreakers.
What is the infatuation with the jawbreakers?
That's just like their thing. Like
Okay,
jawbreakers are like their favorite candy. So
okay,
that's
so they just simple as that. They just want to
yeah,
get candy.
right. Which
All
is
right,
like relatable if you're a kid.
yeah, I
I
can buy
used
that.
to love going to the corner store and freaking just getting tons of sugar to just pour into my mouth and then like burn it all off riding our bikes to the park and stuff.
Yeah, I
Um,
mean, I maybe jawbreakers weren't my thing when I was their
no,
age, but I would. But you know, you
I
you'd
used
be
to like
you'd be hard
pick.
pressed to see me not like trying to do stuff to get ice cream when the ice cream truck came around.
Oh yeah, the ice cream truck.
The minute that I heard that jingle, it was like I gotta do something to get this. I gotta beg everybody. I don't even know who this person is across the street, but if I can get $1 to get an ice cream cone, then I'm halfway there. So let's do it.
Yeah. But basically, they live in a cul-de-sac. They try to scam the kids out of money. There's a whole bunch of other neighborhood kids. There's Johnny 2x4, whose best friend is a plank of wood named Plank.
That was the only
Uh,
thing that I really liked was that he was friends with a
yeah,
plank.
yeah, Plank. There's Jimmy, who's kind of like the popular kid, but also the bully. Oh no, no, Jimmy is the weak, like Jimmy's kind of like the weak, like kid who like latches onto Sarah, who's Ed's little sister,
He's the kid
uh,
with the he's the
with
kid
the
with the
retainer,
okay.
or like that like weird, the
He has
dental
like a
thing.
football helmet kind of thing on.
Yeah. Uh, Kevin is the one that's a bully. That's like
He's
he's
like
like
a
a jock,
he's like a
and
greaser kid.
he's like a jock. He's like,
Okay.
and he rides the bike or whatever. He's got that like bike that he rides everywhere. And then there's Naz, who's like the stereotypical like like hot girl in the neighborhood that everybody wants is like has a crush on, basically.
Okay. And
Um,
there's the Indian kid too, right?
oh no, he's not Indian. He's like he's foreign. He's like from an unspecified foreign country, and that's Rolf.
Okay. Okay.
And he's like the weird foreign exchange student who's like doesn't get used to like American customs and is like stuck in his old ways, and he farms in like this little cul-de-sac friggin' suburb. He's got a farm on his property with like
Okay.
animals and stuff. So
So
and then there's the Canker sisters, who are like these three girls that live in a trailer park nearby and have
oh god.
like a crush on the Eds and are always trying to kidnap them,
Of course they do.
basically. Yeah,
And the Eds want nothing to do with them.
absolutely.
Okay.
Uh, so and it's just like the story of these kids on their summer vacation and what they do every day. You know, there's no parents around because it's summer and they're all the parents are at work.